Okay, so first things first, I know that it has been, my last video was, it's 2018, I'm back, you know. Well, in my previous videos, particularly my last 3 videos, I spoke about the fact that I had a skin condition. And it covered like my arms, my hands, my face. It was even in my scalp. It's either called CUI or ICU or some shit like that. Anyway, I was basically banned by my doctor and my sister, telling me that I couldn't dye my hair, I couldn't wear any makeup, I couldn't, you know, wear any nail polish, that kind of thing. But anyway, long story short, it's all cleared up. See, arms look good. Arms look a lot better. I actually have some scarring from my skin condition, but I mean, it's better. So I'm ready to get back into this whole making videos thing because I thoroughly enjoyed it. The one reason why I decided to make a video today, though, was because of an issue that has, I shouldn't say it impacted our house, because it didn't. We were able to nip it in the bud, you know, that kind of thing. But it's definitely impacting on being a parent. The other day when I was at lunch with my mom and my stepdad and my sister, my very close sister, Teresa, who we have a very special relationship. People have tried to come between me and Teresa, and it just never works. So when my sister, who has this very special relationship with my son, her nephew, and she tells me about this thing that's gone viral for little kids. Well, first of all, it's called momo. And I didn't think nothing of it at first, because when she was talking about it being like on phones and on YouTube Kids, which I had no idea there was a YouTube Kids. That's the first thing. I didn't really think nothing of it because, yeah, the picture was all creepy. It's a sculpture that was made in Japan, and it's supposed to be about motherhood or something, and the mother hen thing. Well, it's really uneasing to look at it. It's kind of creepy, it's eerie, it's unsettling. Anyway, somebody has created this horrible, and the only way I can really describe the game or this challenge to get it across to you is it's sick. Okay? Apparently, though, the biggest problem is with this WhatsApp app. I'm not sure what it is. I guess I'm getting a little too old. But apparently it's a haunted phone number, and when you call it, nobody will answer. But as soon as you make that phone call, randomly, this haunted number will call you back. And there was this one guy I was watching on YouTube. He ended up getting the phone call at like 3:30 in the morning. And it started singing, "Momo's gonna kill you," that kind of thing. And it starts giving you instructions. Apparently it will text you, and it will tell you your name and where you live, your phone number, all that business. And I didn't really think anything of it because Matthew only plays with my phone. He doesn't play with Craig's, my husband's, or his dad's. He doesn't play with his Nina's cell phone. He will play with Cindy's cell phone from time to time, but she always sets him up on a Netflix movie for kids, that kind of thing. And he doesn't really know how to operate her phone, even though we have the same one. He doesn't really make the connection that it's the same phone. So he only really plays with my phone, and he knows that when he's playing on my phone, he has to be within my view range so I can see what he's doing, you know, what he's watching or playing. Any adult games that I have stay on my tablet, not on my phone. Everything that's on my phone, I know, is safe for him to play. Like Slidey Cats or, you know, stuff like that, Word Connect, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, I'd learned about it over lunch. Keep this in mind, okay? Well, that night, well, I should say that evening, the boys got off the bus. And they were acting fine. As a matter of fact, they, acted happy. Anyway, when nighttime came, Matthew was acting odd, but I didn't really think nothing of it. I figured, okay, maybe he's just tired. It's Friday, you know, yay, ready to be home. Well, I sent him to bed, and about an hour later, I heard him scream for me. And every parent knows that there is, especially at bedtime, there's one yell that says, I don't want to go to sleep yet, please, mommy, come here. There's that scream. Then there's the mommy, you know, the one that's kind of worrying. They're like, ooh, I don't feel good kind of thing. You know. And then there's that one. There's that one scream that every parent, I'm gonna get me a bigger damn SD card. Anyway, there's one scream in particular, one yell in particular that every parent knows and has this inane fear of. The one that says, mommy, help me. So I run back to the bedroom, like full speed, taking the whole damn U-turn that I got to do to get his room. And first of all, he is under every blanket he possibly could get his hands on, and he's underneath it, balled in a ball. And he is shaking so hard that his bunk beds are shaking. And I didn't get him into the rinky metal frame bunk beds either. I got him the solid wood ones because Matthew's autistic and has ADHD. Noah is hyperactive, and he's not an overweight kid, but he's dense. He's always outweighed Matthew at Matthew's age by 10 pounds. So he was sticky with sweat. He was terrified. His eyes, he was just crying. His eyes were bloodshot. And he's Mommy, I have a secret and I can't tell you. I'm scared of the secret. And he's yada, yada, yada. And it's like, so, okay, I'm a little worried at this point. What secret are you keeping from me that is scaring you so bad? And he wouldn't even say Momo. He spelt it. He's like, Mommy, I'm afraid of M-O-M-O. And I was like, oh my God. I went into complete panic right there. Well, not in my head. In my head, I went into complete panic. I didn't panic right in front of him. It took us 3 hours to calm him down. I was dealing with it for about 20 minutes when I called Steven. Steven came down here. Told him about it. He called Noah's grandmother, where he is staying for the weekend, and spoke to Noah. Apparently he's taking this a little better. He's still scared of it, but he's taking this a little better than Matthew was. And so it took us about 3 hours, and I have this figure, this sculpture. We call it the toe picker because that's what it is. It's a dude sitting on a rock picking his toes. So I took that to him, and we were trying to explain to him that this momo thing is a piece of artwork in Japan, and somebody with a very sick mind created this horrible challenge in order to get kids to hurt themselves. Now, that's the warning that I wanted to put in this video, is the fact that parents need to know that this momo thing is... My husband, Matthew's dad, he went on Reddit and did his Reddit interrogation thing that he always does when something like this comes up, and we found out that a lot of the news reports of kids killing themselves were false. There is a few in the US, but there's not 6 reported deaths in the UK. There were twin boys that they both decided to do the challenge, and Momo told them to stab your best friend. They stabbed each other and they died. But that's beside the point. The point is that he was so scared of this artwork. Now, I do have to admit that the sculpture is unsettling to look at, most definitely. But a little girl on the bus showed it to him. And that's what gets me, because I just don't understand. Luckily, Matthew's not going to have any more access to this momo thing. But it's concerning enough that I'm going to go up to the school tomorrow to let them know that this momo thing has gotten into our backyard. I mean, granted, yeah, I know it's not exactly in our backyard. It's all over the internet. Everybody can get to it kind of thing. But It's just, it's unnerving for me to be scared of Matthew being so scared of this momo thing that I'm afraid that he will hurt himself in order to keep Momo away. Now, Matthew tends to think very logically, but at heart, he is still a 7-year-old. You know, so it's, and I'm hoping any parents whatsoever, if you're a teenager and you have a little brother or a little sister, just keep an eye out for this damn Momo thing. It is unnerving. And I've never seen him so scared in his life. I might have mentioned this, but you know, Matthew, with him being autistic, we used to have a bad problem with him thinking there was monsters in his bedroom walls, because we have low hanging limbs that scratch the roofs and the side of the house. And we had a bad problem with him thinking there was monsters in his walls, but he doesn't always, he thinks very logically, but he thinks logically as a 7-year-old. But with that being said, I just really wanted to, I know I don't have a whole lot of viewers, but I am hoping that with the viewers that I do have, that there is some kind of warning for this damned Momo thing. Like I said, I'm going up to the school tomorrow to inform the school that, you know, this has started in our county. And I'm gonna hope for the best. We actually ended up telling Matthew, and you could see some of the weight come out of his eyes. We have a dog, Eli. I got him as a ESA animal, and I'm training him to be a service dog for my hearing problems. And Eli has shown on numerous occasions that he will protect me. And we just told Matthew, because my best friend, we ended up meeting all of a sudden and became very fast friends. And she has a dog, which is actually the whole reason why we found Eli, that is very protective of her. And we told Matthew that if Momo was real, then we just have Eli and Gina eat it. And he looked around for a second like, why didn't I think of that? So I'm kind of hoping we don't have to deal with this Momo thing anymore, but that doesn't mean that somebody else won't. I'm particularly worried about the little girl who showed it to him, because if she is in elementary school, then that makes me wonder if her parents know that she has discovered this Momo thing, or, you know, does she have the capability of hurting herself? Or if she's in middle school and high school, what is she doing showing this to such a young child? So I'm going to go up to the school tomorrow and handle that and see if, I don't know, this whole stupid thing about bring your own technology to school is just, I mean, when we were in school, we couldn't bring our cell phones to school. And in all honesty, considering the dangers that come with social media and kids being so young and impressionable, it needs to stay that way. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I don't see the point. And, you know, she rides home on the bus with my kids, so it's not like she needs a cell phone to inform her parents that, hey, I'm done with practice, come get me. You know, that's not the way it works. If you ride home on the bus, you have transportation home. But anyway, I am going to start picking up and doing videos now that my skin condition's cleared up, and a lot of the things that I've been dealing with this year have finally settled down, and I have found the motivation again in order to start doing videos, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know what all is going to be included in these videos as of right now, but I don't think I'm going to be doing makeup videos right off the rip, because I do still have a couple of problems with my face. In particular, so I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something, and we're going to have fun while doing it. I will talk to you guys later, and I love you all.